Go ahead, Jules. Take the reins.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm still eating dinner. So I'm Jules. My current title, what I call myself, is Cosmic Groove Leader and Starseed Alchemist. That's today. I have a lot of different modalities, energy worker, light worker. Of those 12, I carry a lot of them. Definitely messenger, unifier, transmuter. Lately, transmutation's been my biggest thing of like transmuting energy, usually using liquid crystal or ultraviolet light or ultraviolet angelic fire. My passion is for transmuting the energy of grief and having it expand us and have us be more present and open and available to life and its gifts.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And my name is Sandy Chastain. I'm a holistic health coach. I do a lot of different things, just like all of you guys. And every day is an adventure. I lead interdimensional tours with some beings. I have a Facebook group. We call it JNS Tours, John and Sandy Tours. And I don't know, we do a lot of funky stuff. We go to a lot of fun places. And now is the time to work. We've all been journeying and drum circling and doing all that kind of stuff. And tonight we're going to lock arms and build our circle and get grounded in those beings. I'm kind of big on understanding our 3D multi-dimensional role and then bridging with the Ascended Masters, the angelic realm, the galactics. And by the way, Jules, did you see Steve Noble's latest light decree? If any of you are Steve Noble junkies like I am,
that's not new.
It's exactly 100% what we've been doing all week. So I hope some of you new folks have been folded in. I think you mainly know Jules, and that's awesome. So what we're going to do is let's just go around the room really quick. Just do a quick one-liner of who you are, just so we can see who you are and connect with your energy. And as we do that, I invite you to look at the Zoom screen and just start connecting with everybody to the left, to the right, up and down, because we're gonna get that circle tight and then listen for guidance and get to work. So we need to know who does what. For me, my body moves a lot when I connect, and I would love to hear what you guys do. We know what Jules does. So Eric, what's your scoop? Just a quick one-liner of who you are. What are you doing here?
I am the experiencer of experiences.
I love it. I love it. We'll leave it at that. Okay, so scooch on up a little so we can see you better. So Bonnie, who are you? What do you bring to this?
I'm just here holding space today. I'm just here holding space today. Yeah.
You know what?
Not sure what any of it is.
So I invite you just to go with the flow and we will see what happens. And it's all beautiful.
Bonnie was here this morning as well, Sandy.
Yeah, I was
you were here.
Okay. Yeah, I was here.
Well, now you're a resident expert. Now you can like lead the group.
Right.
Sam, do you have your ears on? We'll come back to Sam. Ellen, would you like to give a one-liner of who you are and how you found the group?
Oh, my son is the one. Sean is my son, and he's the one that told me about this. And I'm an energy healer, and I'm also certified hypnotherapist. And I can bring in your family in spirit, your galactic family. Whoever wants to come in will come in.
Beautiful. I'm big on the whole galactic thing, so you can help me bring in the galactics. That'd be awesome. So welcome. So Sean, quick one-liner on who you are. What's your thing?
My name is Sean Noack, aka Big Papa Samoa. I am a spiritual consultant to festivals as well as just around the world. I help connect all these beautiful, awesome light workers, star seeds, what have you, as well as run different transmutations and grid work and manifesting some awesome dreams for the futures.
Yeah, sounds like you got a lot going on. That's awesome. Welcome back. He was here this morning as well. And then we've got Shannon here. She's just kind of tuning in for a few minutes. She'll be in the circle. She helped facilitate the group this morning. So she's going to jump in, and she's got a big energy to share. So we'll see what happens. Do you want to say hi, Shannon?
Hello, everybody. So I am, I guess what you call a spiritual catalyst. It's not, I guess, that's what I've been coined. I pride myself in being able to have a large toolbox, and we are mentioning the 12 because I put out a video called the 13, the emergence of the 13. And what happens is the 12 are the 12 classifications of light workers. And what has come in the past 2 to 3 years is the 13th. Now they've already been here, but they have not been, unless the circle comes together, it doesn't really kind of light up as much as it could. The 13th houses all the abilities and houses and helps. It's almost like, think of it as a center of a wheel, right? It begins to shift and motivate and move the energy of the 12 so that there can be a collective. And that's what we're creating here. And so, I mean, I've been told by the angels that I'm the 13th, but we will find out. If this isn't about ego, so I'm not saying that I'm just saying that I have been told that. I do want to kind of put into the group that this group is about everybody, and it is about no one being better than one person or the other. It is about the collective. It is about sharing, and it is about not having one leader per se, but having all of us be an equal collective.
Beautiful. Well, I'm glad we can at least hear you. We may not see you, but we can hear you. So we've got Paul has returned. Paul and I do a lot of work together. Paul, do you want to do a quick liner of who you are and what you're doing in our group?
Sure.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm a healer, transmuter. I do some emotion code, emotional release. I build pool fences full time. Today was a 10-hour day in the 90 degree heat or whatever. So anyways, I'm not real fresh, but I'm ready to go.
Right on, buddy. I love it. Awesome. So I was hoping we would have Adrian and Julia, but we will see if they join us in a few minutes. Sam, I want to give another shout out to you if you have your ears on, if you'd like to say hello before we get started. Must be going to the bathroom or something. Anyway, Sam's there. He'll jump in. I'm not sure who that is. Okay, are we ready to get started then? So when we gather as a collective, no matter what our size or shape, it is very important to just ground and center and connect within the group. And I love hearing from different people. So if you've been with us for 1 or 2 groups, again, this isn't like, we don't have any specific leaders, and I love learning from other people. So if there's somebody that would like to help us to ground into the energy and connect with one another and bring in the angelic realm, the galactics, if there's somebody that would like to take lead on that, I would love to hear how you do it. I always learn something from you guys. Is there somebody that would like to volunteer to do that? If you've been in the group before. Anybody? Paul, would you like to do it?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to eat something real quick.
Okay. All right. Jules, would you like to do it?
I'll start us off. And then someone else can jump in.
And I'm going to lay down because my body moves.
Okay, so I want to close your eyes with me. Take a deep breath and have it go the length of your body. You're breathing in the universe, light, love, compassion. I am presence. Breathing it all in. 360 all around us. As we exhale, we're exhaling our day. We're exhaling any tensions, toxins, lower vibrational energy. Anything that might be carrying energetically from others that does not belong to us. Give that breath away. Take another breath in. And exhale. I want you to breathe into your heart, into the 4 quadrants of your heart. With each breath, we are invoking an energy field. The first one is I am happy. The second one, I am fulfilled. The third is I am love. The fourth is I am light. And in the center is simply I am. As we open up this energy field, we are inviting and connecting our higher selves. As many as we know, and maybe others that we haven't met yet of our higher self. We are connecting with the higher selves of light workers, high vibrational beings, anywhere that they are in the world, that are also in this work, in this conversation, in this energy field. We connect with them now. And then invite in. We invite in. They're so welcome. So welcome. Our spirit team of highest light and resonance. Any angels, archangels, ascended masters, star family. Anything that you know that connects with you, that resonates with you. Any ascended masters, archangels that you personally have a connection with and work with. So I'm inviting in the ultraviolet angels. I'm inviting in Kuan Yin. I'm inviting in Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Sandalphon. Anyone else who would like to invite in specifically? You may now do so.
I'm inviting in the Galactic Federation of Light and all our galactic family to be here now. And we thank you and we are honored for your presence.
They are present and accounted for, I assure you.
Yeah.
I invite you to call in all aspects of your multidimensional self. We all have many aspects in many different dimensional realities. As we call in our I am presence, may we all join you in a unified I am presence. And now let's extend to each other within the group. What we want to do is form a circle.
And Sandy, I'm being called to presence the liquid crystal as a connection between us. As it's already been infused in this grid above the earth, and it is covering the grid. So if you can imagine it like it's, it is flowing through your veins like blood, like where your blood goes is this liquid crystal. And the I am declaration, I am liquid crystal. I am the liberating, cleansing, and healing power of crystal and light. I am a fountain of pure, radiant liquid crystal. This crystalline power ignites my heart, mind, entire chakra system and flows through all my energy and spiritual bodies. This liquid crystal is a force of transformation in this ascending world.
Beautiful. And I would like to invite that liquid crystal into every cell of your being. The work we did this morning revolved around really embedding this energy within our cells, with a reminder that the cell is simply, it's like a microcosm of, it's like a fractal of everything that constitutes our being. So as we focus on the liquid crystal going into one cell, quickly goes into all cells, all layers of our being.
And as it's going in all layers of our being and our cells, because we are the collective. I am the collective. I am the collective we. That it is going into the cells of everyone. It is infusing, caressing, transmuting, lighting, healing.
Call in my ancestors of the light, and I call in the ancestors of the light that are of this land of planet Earth. I call in my spirit animal bear, and I call in my my spirit animal snake for healing.
Beautiful.
I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the realm of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender.
I just entered into the space, the aromatherapy essence of peace and protection. Please receive it.
At this time, I would like to invite everyone to simply tune in and listen to and be attentive to any guidance that you may be getting on what would be one objective to work on this evening. We were focusing on the cells, but is there something in particular we want to do with the cells other than infusing it with light?
Yes, I've got something.
Anything?
Yeah. So this is Jules. Eric and I were talking earlier, and he said that it would be good to go somewhere where they're giving the vaccine and just infusing the vaccine with light, right? Like people are getting this injection, and it's an injection of light. And I said, we don't even have to, like the work we've been doing, we don't even have to physically be there. Like we can intend that what that vaccine really is. So that was my thought. That was his thought, actually.
Is anybody getting anything else? I mean, that's fine. I normally try to I usually have like a to-do list, so I operate a little bit differently. I'm open to do whatever the group would like to do, but I usually get a pretty specific objective. Shannon, are you getting anything?
I actually agree with Jules. I agree that going in and giving our intention, because we can work on the cells, but there is an energy, there is a medicine being put into people that is affecting those cells. So what if we transmute that vaccine, transmute it into the positive love, light, high frequency energy, rather than fighting it?
Oh, I agree with that entirely. And I would like to add in the energy that there's nothing to fight, that we are sovereign beings, we can control this. And so I know for me, I don't have a threat with the vaccine, because I know I'm empowered and I'm a sovereign being, and my body can respond to whatever is placed within me. I'm not a victim, right? So if we can work as a group tonight and create something to place on the grid as a blueprint, that it's okay, that it can adapt, our bodies know how to adapt and overcome, that we don't need to be in fear of this. That would be my request. And I just noticed Julia joined us, so thank you, Julia. So whoever would like to take lead in that would be my request, to allow people to move forward without fear, and that we can place a blueprint.
I have some things that I wrote down earlier after our session that not only do I think it would help my immediate friends and family, but I think by going and having these intentions, it'll definitely assist the collective, heal everything to completion, release what needs to be released, clear what needs to be cleared, and transmute it for the benefit of all. So if it's okay, I'll go through my little list here. The need to tighten up our inner circles, being able to release all of the people that our souls no longer resonate with, so that we're no longer being held down by their energy, so that they're able to see our example and be able to live from that example if they're finally ready to be able to get to that point. Being able to fully let go of our incessant need to cater or save people that are completely immersed in darkness, and more so people that love being immersed in darkness. Because at the end of the day, it's their decision in terms of what they wanted to experience in this incarnation. And it isn't our job to lower our vibration to theirs in order to help heal them. It's not a savior narrative or a victim narrative that we need to continue catering to, because at the end of the day, it is simply their egos wishing to be loved. I also had down under that same heading excessive drinking, because that is something that has been very, very, very touted. being able to let go of any businesses or jobs, or the ability to accept when a business or a job is no longer the right path for them, and that something better is going to be coming along, that as one door closes, another opportunity knocks and opens for them, and being able to accept that not only on their own personal level, but on the level of their significant others and their family. That way, that level of acceptance is healed, is accepted, is beautiful, it's unconditional, and we're able to just move on into that better vision for the future. Okay. Being able to observe, heal anger, the emotion, as well as any underlying causes, cycles, patterns, routines, healed to completion, return to source love light, to be transmuted into high vibrational positive energy for the benefit of all. Let it be so.
Oh, it is.
Oof.
Beautiful.
I still got more if it's okay.
Yes, please.
Definitely.
Okay. Letting go of that need for security, that need to have that safety net in order to be able to go off the deep end into the unknown, and completely and totally being able to follow your heart. Daina sanutua sa isitea suntuikea meidei shihisiti kaitea sundei mau are naro sae mei nahi te ana urai mei no sakue maui shei nei o ne 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 ana na na no ro 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 she 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 zi 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 ki. Oof. Being able to do something you love with all of your heart, trust that it will all work out in the end. Being able to just relax, knowing that everything is going to be taken care of. Being able to completely and totally release your need for control. Being able to release that need, that crutch for any addictions that do not serve your highest and greatest good, whether it be drinking or smoking, any pain that needs releasing that does not serve your highest good, any grief that needs releasing that does not serve your highest good,
Yes.
any anger that needs releasing that does not serve your highest good, and any guilt that needs releasing that does not serve your highest good. Also, if we can set the intention now to end all forms of censorship for the benefit of all, and that completes my list, as well as just bringing in that view, that vision of a beautiful future for our children, for ourselves.
Beautiful. Well, we were talking about cells. I felt that on every cell of my body. So well done, Sean. That was beautiful. Does anybody else have anything to add to that? That was beautiful. I don't know what you guys are doing. I invite everybody to do whatever you do. Do whatever you do best. I'm just simply cycling golden infinities throughout my field, and it gets picked up by Metatron and other people. So whatever you do it. But does anybody have anything they'd like to add to that? Or share their experience for the group?
I'm going back to the liquid crystal predominantly because it is intuitive. So the liquid crystal does what it needs to do. It's adaptogenic, if I want to use that word. And so it does what it needs to do, goes where it needs to go, heals what it needs to heal, cleanses what it needs to cleanse, fortifies and uplifts where it needs to do so. It is everything, nothing. So it is transformation, transmutation. It is fluid. It is the flow. It is the flow of source, the flow of light, the flow of life.
Beautiful. Paul, I can see you rubbing your head. How's the emotion code going down there? What are you feeling?
I'm just clearing whatever emotions come up for the collective. It's what is it tonight? It's insecurity, forlorn, vulnerability, heartache. And I'm going to keep going.
Yep. Awesome. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
Julia, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I'm just getting here now. I mean, I'm just sort of trying to get here. So, no, I just got out of an appointment with my naturopath, and we were talking about how, yeah, what you said, Sandy, about how we don't have to fear this vaccine. We can, doesn't have to become the thing we're afraid of. It's not more powerful than we are.
Because when we have fear, we're simply feeding that fear back to the collective. So if we can stand in our power and be above looking down upon it without any fear, that would be mine. That's kind of how I look at it.
It also it makes us so that we aren't feeding the divisiveness. We don't need to be, and nor should we. It's counterproductive to feed the divisiveness.
I actually agree. I would also add, though, that just because you're not fearful of it does not mean that you have to give in to it, that you could maintain your sovereignty. And we talked about sovereignty earlier today.
But if somebody were in a position where they felt that they had to, for whatever reason, we don't need to judge it. Just give them extra love and help their bodies to overcome it, I guess is, yeah. Because some people, they're not in the, not everybody's in a very free environment. And that's part of what the fear is. So locking arms and supporting everybody and lifting them up wherever they are. Yeah, wherever they are in the decision process, it's all okay. Bonnie, how are you doing over there?
I'm great.
Julia, I'm taking a scoop of the liquid crystal and I'm passing it to you so that you are now present and in the moment and of the same vibration that we're at.
Thank you, Jules.
Beautiful. And Adrienne, I noticed that you joined in. Are you in the circle?
Yes. Yes, I am trying to ground and center myself and kind of tune in to all of you and get acclimated since I just hopped on.
Glad you were able to make it. Where's yourself?
Me too.
Sandy, since you know Adrienne, can you share liquid crystal with a breath or a scoop? And
sure. Adrienne, you already had liquid crystal, haven't you? I'll give it to you. Hold on.
I wasn't able to join when you guys did that specifically a couple of weeks ago. So
you've been in New Lemuria with me a few times.
Yes, I did experience it specifically in Lemuria with you that one time. Yeah, for more than one time.
All right, can you feel it now?
Yes, it actually immediately.
There you go.
Thank you.
Isn't that awesome?
Yes, awesome.
And so you guys do you. I am just simply cycling through. There's just a giant infinity over my body, and I just invite everybody to do you, right? And continue working with who you're called to work with. But I do I do invite you to have that 360. So if you normally call on the Ascended Masters, maybe this time add in your star family. And Paul, I appreciate you bringing in your spirit animal. It's beautiful. And right, and connect with the elementals. Because the more we can get this 360 approach of everybody working together, right? And I get lots of feedback from the Galactic Federation and the Galactic Councils. Like they actually are appreciate, oh, hear the hymn. Okay. They appreciate being part of our circles because there's a whole process of blueprints and all of that type of thing. And there's a history of, you know, many different agendas. And so we are, just like we're having a call for unity in 3D, there's a call for unity on all dimensional realities at this time. Bringing in the angelic realm, bringing in the galactics. There's so many different agendas and we're getting everything unified to get this timeline locked in on the highest potential possible. I'm out of breath, somebody else. I'm gonna mute myself. They've got a special test.
So I wanna share that whatever we're creating here, when Sandy said lock arms, like that there really is this energetic locking of arms, holding of hands on each other's shoulders, but it's like there is no end to that. Right? And that even though we have individual things that we do, it's being fed into this grid. It's being fed into the field that is the collective, and anybody anywhere that is doing this work, that is expanding their light, that is confronting their fear, confronting their blockages, confronting where they're stuck, the same way that we're doing that in this group, and it is impacting the all. They're doing that where they are, and it is impacting us. So it is not. It's all about. It's all about the one. And so whatever we're releasing tonight, we're releasing for all.
Do we have any channels in the group tonight that could pick up a vibration and communicate a message?
I'm getting Ellen.
Ellen? So
Yeah.
the energy moves through me, but I just move. I can't get words. So the Galactic Council came in very strong. Are you able to tune in to see if there's a message for us? They had a specific message on this topic. I feel it, but I can't put words to it.
Let me.
Or anybody that can pick it up.
Oi, hai stula e haki an ai am bui ai ni au na hai shi aki au le ki an ki a ust ai nu hai ustu tu mai tatai stin ka ai alla tatai ti ka tai ni te ai ti ai ko astia Tadea hai and hai at kai ai tatai hostum kumpo hai te lukore nala ia.
Wow. Okay, that was awesome. I don't know what it was, but we just embedded it on the grid.
Yeah, we did. Take a breath with me, guys. Breathe here, please. Maybe
So
take some water.
Cat cows when stuff like that comes in.
Oh.
Ellen, did you get a gist of what that message was? That was amazing.
No.
Okay.
My ear still hurts. They're adjusting my ear right now. I think there's more coming. Oh, yeah.
Paul, you might be able to pick up on emotions that were perhaps clearing in this process. I'm not sure. I'm open to what you guys are experiencing. Minute to win it, whatever we're doing.
I got unsupported, and I feel like that's kind of for the light workers. So we'll clear unsupported. We are infinitely supported.
Galactic Council is like the message language. Okay, good, keep going. Oh, So I'm definitely getting that we may have felt unsupported in the past, and they just want us to know beyond a shadow of a doubt we are absolutely supported. We are absolutely loved, and it is our time to stand up as sovereign beings, claim what we want, be very clear in the direction we want to move, that nobody is doing it for us. This is something we do for ourselves, but we absolutely have the backing of the entire galactic community to move forward. And where there was division in the past, things are unifying. It is not perfect at this time, but the more we speak up, the more we articulate, the more we stand in our sovereign power, everything will come to alignment. Oh, there's
clearing vulnerability. We are not vulnerable.
I like that.
Yes. Okay, so I'm getting a lock on what we've said so far. So if anyone else is getting anything else, please feel free to chime in, because that's exactly it. Maybe we've been afraid in the past, we've been timid, we've been worried, we've been unsure of the path that lays before us, but to fully stand in our power and do not fear. So obviously we're working on transmuting that fear into love, and do so with great courage and valor and trust and commitment to the process that we are doing it. We are doing it. We are doing it. Keep going. Do not stop. Whew.
The Council of Light has come in. They actually came in when we were talking about being unsupported.
Beautiful.
And they actually want to, they're reminding me of I had an experience with them one time, and I was in this hallway with these huge crystals. And they were, I want to call them, you know, these see-through crystals, but they were like honeycombs. They were almost formed pods. And in these pods were just immense light, and people could go in to be healed and all of that. And they're reminding me of that because they're saying that we could actually tap into the power of those pods, of that honeycomb crystalline energy. And this is in addition to the liquid crystal. We could tap into that and actually plug that into the grid, and they would be willing to help with that at this moment.
Amazing.
Yes,
yes please. Thank you.
That's the juicy stuff I'm always looking for. All right, Shannon, let's do it.
Can you word that again in a sentence? So it was kind of hard for me to hear.
That's a little difficult to hear you, Shannon.
So yeah, so I'm not going to lead this only because it is difficult to hear me and I am driving. But I do want to say that the Council of Light has come in, and they gave me an experience a long time ago with these crystals that were shaped like honeycombs, and it was actually clear crystals. And in the center of the honeycombs was this immense light. It was a healing pod. And they would like to share that energy with us. And then they would also like for us to plug it into the grid. And they're here to actually do that with you. So if someone else besides me can tap in with the Council of Light as well, and they will give instructions.
Adrian, are you able to do that?
I sense something, but I don't know exactly what. Like I can see that light and I can see the honeycomb, but
Could anybody join with Adrienne to do it in tandem that has this skill set? This is why we're looking for all the different traits.
They're actually pointing at Julie.
Julie. All right, let's do it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean.
I was
don't
just
mean
about to
put
say
you on the
it.
spot, but they're pointing at you. They're going, her. She knows.
Okay, beautiful. Let's do it.
Do you want me to start it, Adrienne, or would you like to start it?
It's all you.
Okay. Not all me. This is a collaboration. I'll start it. So, as we know, the liquid crystal is intuitive and appears as it needs to be. And so it is appearing to us now as this pod, as this container, as this cylinder, as this orb. It is an orb, and it's actually kind of like a gaseous energy. It is swirling right now. It's cylindrical, is how I'm seeing it, and we place ourselves in the center. And it is swirling around us. It is multiple colors. I'm seeing gold, I'm seeing violet, I'm seeing green, I'm seeing white. And this is all that light energy. It is the outer core of it, the outer crust of it. I don't quite know what to call it. The outer casing of it. And the core, it is all that. It is all liquid crystalline light. It is source expressed. It is source in flow. It is connecting as above, so below. It is a reminder that who we are is source. We are an extension. We are an expression of source energy. We ask that this healing energy, this pod's not the word for me, but this
Honeycomb?
Is what? Honeycomb? Okay, yes, I like that because as soon as you said that, what I see is the flower of life. So it is a grid within it. In each light beam, in each spiral, in each part of the spiral is like, there's so many codes in there. There's so many messages. There's so much encoded in it. And all we need to do is just to allow it, receive it. So there's something about surrender here, allowing.
I feel like this is building on what we've done in the past. So I had the honeycomb very up high, basically, I don't know, way up high. And then a tube came down like a shaft, and it was coming down like a shaft of light into my heart, where the flower of life was being woven. So I kind of have that on press play now of when I tune into my heart, the flower of life just begins. And so once I had the flower of life in place, the shaft connected with the origin point for the honeycomb. So I'm curious what other people are experiencing, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's radiant. My entire body is buzzing. It's very blissful. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm just so thankful for the Council of Light for sharing this new tool with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What I'm seeing is almost like kaleidoscopic light, like it's coming down and surrounding, and it's dancing, and it is like it's so effervescent. It's really, really beautiful, and it is it's diamond light. Eric just said diamond light, so it is reflective. It is refractive. It is flares. It's expansive. There was something you said,
it's a grid within a grid.
Yes.
They actually said it's multifaceted. So they like the diamond analogy, because they're saying it's a grid within a grid within a grid within a grid. And that's why it's so perfect to plug this into that grid.
Is there a process for us to do that other than to intend to take it from our hearts to the grid? Is there another step in there?
I'm getting something. Before Shannon talked about the honeycomb, I had this image of, if each of us identify those we love and we envision a golden light from the earth and a white light from above, entering the two, golden light from the feet, white light from the head. And as it spirals, because Sandy, you were talking about spirals, as it spirals in and around the person, it creates a frequency or a buzzing. And that buzzing is what clears their system of nanotechnology or AI or whatever it might be. Like there's this, so I have this visual of everybody, each person that I love in their own honeycomb, just sort of in there in a safe buzzing frequency of light.
Beautiful, beautiful, Julie.
And when we let the crystalline energy surround them.
And here's the thing, that we're imagining our friends and family, and they are representative of friends and family. So they are all mothers, they are all fathers, they are all brothers, they all are sisters, all sisters, they are they are all boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, children.
So what I'm being shown is like cell mitosis. So if you have one cell, it divides into two, and then they whipped it around and created the flower of life, and then wove this energy throughout every segment of the flower of life, and then it just was duplicate, like multiplying. So that grid within the grid within the grid. And so it's not two-dimensional, it's multi-dimensional. So it goes in like all different directions and just encompasses the entire planet, every being. And so it's like we're going from that cell, how we started out the call, and expanding it out using this new tool, this new technology, gridding our heart space to the rest of the collective. And so you can take that passage through your friends and family. That's a very easy route to spread, and then it just duplicates out with the intention of that going to all of their friends and family, their friends and family, their friends and family, until the entire encompassed.
I'm getting the picture of pi, the number in math pi. So it's infinity, right? It's infinite.
I'm getting that it spreads exponentially. It's like, that old joke, that old commercial, they tell two friends and they tell two friends, and so on and so on. And then I'm also when you were talking earlier, Sandy, I saw Sylvia's harmonic egg. So frequency is very much a part of this. Like that's from the get-go. What we've learned about liquid crystal is that it represents a frequency, and when we are matching that frequency is when we have access to it, when the healing happens, when the expansion happens, when the cleansing happens. It is that matching of that frequency.
Beautiful.
And can we intend that we ground this energy into the earth, into the oceans, into the rivers, into the air, into the rocks, into every living thing on earth?
Part of the energy of this comes from the earth. It is the earth.
Yes.
Perfect.
And it connects the heavens, all within one person. And then, as Jules said, exponentially and infinity.
Adrian, did you see anything to add to that? Adrian's a seer.
Something like that. I saw very clearly the honeycomb and then the light a really bright golden light that went from gold to white. And then I did see, Julie saw the multicolored, and then just kind of like shining out really, really far. And then I saw all of like us and our loved ones, and like the expanding out, how you guys were just talking about, to like all of our friends and family and loved ones. Like little, like just of our little bodies, like floating in space, but like floating in the light. So we're like, our bodies are all being like basked in this light, and we're all floating around and free, like free of each other, but like together. So like the collectively together, but as individuals, but all being like flooded with this like beautiful light coming from the honeycomb.
Beautiful.
And then I had like sensations in my head and my throat, and my heart rate went up, and like sensations in my abdomen, and I don't know, all kinds of things moving and feeling, and but all flowing and floating, you know, and like moving. It's like we're collectively moving so much energy and moving out the bad and bringing in all this like amazing, beautiful light.
That's the name of the game.
Yay.
Beautiful.
I think this might be a synchronicity that is coming to me, which is earlier today I found a dead bumblebee floating in some water that I have out for my pets, and then Shannon's bringing up this honeycomb, and then I got the sense that there was this buzzing, and I feel like there's some message about bees. I mean, I think most of us know that bees are very much a part of healing this earth. There's something about bees. We need to support them and provide homes for them, and honey is sacred.
Woo-hoo. So, bee spirit. Sorry. Bee spirit, bee spirit. Oh. Sorry, hang on.
I'm definitely getting like the interconnectedness of everything. Paul, which animal did you bring in? Did you bring in bear, or was that another day? I was just thinking.
Bear is for boundaries. We keep our own energy and we channel through as much as we can without depleting ourselves. But the snake is all about healing.
I was just thinking of the bears with the honey. I'm a Winnie the Pooh.
Okay. So this is bee spirit animal. Sweet results await. That is the message of this card.
Nice.
Bee spirit's message is that sweet rewards are on their way if you're willing to get your ego out of the way and immerse yourself in the connected energy of all things. Bee spirit knows not to let a sense of being a separate self get in the way of a good thing. Spirit is always producing honey. Miracles and magic are everywhere. When you connect with the great hive, you are vibrating and buzzing in exquisite harmony with all.
That's so cool.
The spirit asks that your focus be on connectivity.
What?
The body, heart, soul, and psyche experience total interconnectedness and a true integration when you self-forget. When you remember that you are part of a greater unified consciousness, moving from separation into connection, from self-centered limitation into spirit-centered infinite possibility and potential, you become busy as a bee, enjoying the gifts of bee spirit. Fully in alignment with your highest expression of yourself, your heart opens and creativity rushes through you, seemingly without effort, as you experience that nothing feels like work. Industriousness is driven by enthusiasm and inner motivation, and time seems to fly by quickly as the hive supports you in the making of honey. Do you feel the presence of your helpers in the hidden realms adding their energy to your creations? Magical
I wish
results.
these cards had some sort of relevance, you know?
Right. Magical results are.
Y'all are.
What's that?
We said in our group. please post that in our group because it's just so relevant to
I
what
will.
we're doing.
It's not done though. There's a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Magical results are taking form and will be sweeter than you expect. B Spirit wants you to remember that your part in the divine partnership with the conscious universe is being rewarded, even if you can't see that yet.
Yes.
And asks that you share your good fortune as there is plenty of honey for all.
Yeah.
Be a part of the larger whole, the force that brings forth all that is sweet and delightful. And if I had a microphone to drop on, I'd drop it right now.
So,
yeah.
well done, Julie. So the Galactic Council was going crazy with my body. Then Metatron came in, then Sophia came in. And then I have one signal for if we get a lock on the message and that's exactly what they wanted us to hear, then I have a specific message and it was like, so well done team. Good job. Excellent job.
John, were you going to say something?
Yes, he pulled two.
Yeah, I definitely was drawing cards around the same time towards the tail end of that. And I thought it was just one card that jumped out of the deck, but apparently it was two that were stuck together. So I've got these if everyone's open to receiving them at this now moment. All right.
Can I just make one suggestion? Yes. While he's speaking, can we place the intention of just locking it into the grid, locking it into the grid as we hear the word?
Yeah, we haven't completed yet. We haven't completed on the grid.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it is a part of the grid at this now moment. All right, so I'm looking at the back side of this.
Can we hold up on the cards just for a minute and complete on the grid before we go to somewhere else, please?
Yep.
So like put them at the same time? All right.
Just hold on to just for a second.
Okay, hold on.
Jules, can you guide us to put it into the grid, or is there a grid worker in the group?
I am a grid worker. I am the grid. I've got some crystals here too that I can go and amplify it. 1 sec.
Yeah, Ashtar literally came in and he said, lock it in, lock it in, lock it in.
It is locked in. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's see. I'll read this one that's in my right hand first. On the back of the card, it says, "Live your dreams from heaven." 2 cents. All right. Dearest you, isn't it amazing how things seem to come around again, full circle, in ways you could not possibly have planned? You wonder how a dream could die, only to be resurrected years later when you're really ready. You thought it was time back then, but your wisdom knows better than your small self, whose desires are unmet. Now here you are with a new opportunity to do things from a different, more mature perspective. We want you to trust that in this new opportunity for rebirth, you will be called in 2 directions, and the one that is unfamiliar will be the right one. In the unknown spaces, the uncharted places of infinite potential, we are waiting to guide you into your fullest life. Big bounty will come if you remain in the present. You have come full circle, and now you can see that everything changes, is made new, and is given a new hope. Loving you, always. The universe. Oh, chills. Lock that one in right there. Okay. And the next one, on the back of it, it's got a bird flying. It says, "Take flight." And the stamp says, "With love from heaven." Okay. Feel like just people that open the envelope, it's getting ready to go and read the awesome card. Whew. Dear you, there is always more than one side to an argument. Two sides, if not more, to every story, and hundreds of ways to be right. Be different, be at odds, and so on. Today, we suggest that instead of looking for differences, you find a meeting place of agreement and approach this experience with understanding and compassion. Seek common ground to understand how another person thinks or how an alternate plan might be laid. Stay out of judgment too. Observe, discern, but accept that others have different stories, different experiences, and different journeys. And some people might refuse to remain open to another's point of view. No matter what, you've been presented with a great opportunity to explore a new way of doing things once common ground is reached. You're attracting people and situations that enrich your life and bring you wonderful things to learn. We love you so much. Yeah, you got some throat clearing over there, Bob?
That was beautiful. Shannon, how are you feeling on the completion part?
I don't think it's complete.
I don't think it's done yet.
It's not complete, and I know that we're getting just a little bit distracted. I don't mean to be the bearer of energy, but we're getting off task, and the Council of Light is actually waiting.
Okay. Yep. Can you bring us back, please?
Jules, would you mind, just because I know it's hard to hear me.
So I am been guided to I'm tapping my fingers on the pulse of my arm, and remembering that that this grid is pulsing, vibrating, that it is pulling it in the same way that we invite in our spirit team. This grid is inviting in, is welcoming the creations that happen tonight, the shifts of energy, the patterns, the grid work, the blueprint. It is now in existence. And so it is in existence for all time, space, dimension, and reality. We are, I was going to say warriors of the light, but it doesn't feel like it's combative. Like, we are light. We come from a family of light. We are way
We are
showers.
pillars of light. We are pillars of light. We are way showers. We are light workers. We are the empaths. We are the star seeds. We are soul families, star families. We are our highest light resonance teams. We are all together in this now moment. Interconnected.
That energy that we created earlier with the infinity symbol, and that energy being in the grid, but also available to each and every cell, each and every person in this world, in the universe, that requires this energy. It is available to them inside the infinity symbol that we created earlier.
Yes, and so it is.
So it is.
And so it is.
I'm more than happy to bring the warrior energy in. It's all good.
Yeah, I am. I'm getting the spiral again. So that's part of it, and the flower of life. That anytime anyone sees a spiral in nature, they spin on a dance floor, they turn a corner. I don't even know what to say about it. Anytime that there's an experience of full circle, anytime that there is an experience of the flower of life, that there is a presence of living being, high vibration being, anytime there is a sense of that, it is available. That all it is an awareness of it, a willingness of it, that has it be present and available, and all of it.
All right, I'm feeling complete now. Shannon, just want to check in with you with the Council of Light.
Yes, they're in gratitude that you have worked with them.
Whew. We are in gratitude that they joined us this evening. It's always a pleasure to work with the Council of Light. Whew.
Andy, do you want to maybe close us out? Would you be okay with that?
Ooh, are you talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
Oh. At this time, I would like to thank every being present with us, either live with us on the call or joining us in a recording as this goes out to many generations of beings. Thank you to our higher selves for joining us this evening. Thank you to everyone from the Council of Light, the Ascended Masters, all members of the angelic realm that joined us in support. Thank you to the Galactic Federation for joining us. Woo! And thank you to the Galactic Council for joining us. And the Galactic Councils don't get invited to this. They're to be joining in with us. So may we all move forward in unity and peace, claiming and choosing our highest timeline for each of our individual journeys, but moreover for the entire collective. May we all continue moving forward for the path of the highest resonance for all of mankind, all of humanity at this time. And so it is.
And so it is.
And so
it is.
Anybody have anything else to add in? That was beautiful. Thank you, everybody. That was a lot. And I love everybody. I love when everybody chimes in with their nuggets. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Like a hive of bees. There's all kinds of different bees that are designed to do different things. And together they all make this whole complete little civilization that feeds the greater good. So it's what we do.
This one will be called the Honeycomb edition.
Beehive.
And so that honeycomb, just like the crystal light, that's something that we have been given. We've been gifted with this evening. This was a very special event, you guys. And so we need to respect and be responsible with this new energy. And I believe we can impart it on others, just like the liquid crystal, using our discernment to carry this work on for many, many, many other areas. So please continue reaching out to other people that are high vibrational that would like to join us in these endeavors. This week of intense work is coming to a close tomorrow at 11. So please join us again tomorrow, and please let your friends know. And Jules, thanks for recording and for posting these. It's been a real pleasure to journey with all of you guys. And so we'll see what tomorrow brings. And then we'll take a look at the schedule and see how we want to continue. I know from my team, next week sometime we can go back to New Lemuria and continue the work, and it's kind of like they have a to-do list, right, in our little safe house, working with the interdimensional groups, and so we can continue the work. They have a little honey-do list for me, and so those that want to continue the work, we can, and everybody is obviously you can go do whatever you want, but there's something special when we come together in community like this, and it's beautiful. And I know I love learning from everybody else. So what a beautiful evening. Anybody else have anything? I could drone on for hours.
I want to add, Sandy, that I really do feel like this particular group, that what we're doing and this work should continue, and maybe we can entertain having it maybe once a week, once a month, whatever it is that we decide. And then we do have a Facebook page for everybody called The Collective Creation, and it's the Love Frequency of Creation is the group. So Collective Creation, Love Frequency of Creation. And so if you can join that, so we can all discuss what our schedules are so that we can actually continue this. I would love to continue it.
I would like to go and make the suggestion too that beyond just Facebook, if we can migrate to creating either a Telegram or Discord channel for all of us to link up, because after going and putting in all the work that I did today of going and linking up as many people as possible, I started realizing that Facebook has been censoring me really hot and heavy because of all the work that we're busy putting in. And,
sure. Energy back. Please take care of yourself. Please hydrate. Maybe go take a salt bath. I always take lights after something like this. I do a little Celtic sea salt water, whatever works for you. Essential oils to rebalance your system, because this is a lot of heavy lifting. We were all over the grid tonight. So please take care of yourselves. And with that, we will see you tomorrow and beyond. Much love to you all.
Blessings.
Namaste.
Namaste.